YouTube, what's going on with y'all, man? Hope y'all having a blessed day so far. It's your boy Trey Mace, man. We back at it again with another one on Famous Mason Sports. Please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff for the algorithm, man. We're a brand new channel and we much appreciate it. Now let's jump into this game, man. What a crazy game that was. Las Vegas Bowl, USC Trojans versus the Texas A&M Aggies. That game was really crazy. The Aggies jumped on us. They had a 21-point lead, but USC we never gave up. We never quit fighting, and we ended up coming out on top. Um, I gotta say, Kyle Ford to catch the game-winning touchdown. That was pretty special, man. I know he was really emotional in that moment. He did his thing, man. I'm glad he made his way back to USC because he did transfer to UCLA the year before, and he didn't do nothing over there. I don't know why he transferred over there because it seemed like he really wanted to stay at USC. Um, but he righted that ship. He came back and he fought with his brothers, man, and he ended up being a big reason we won this game. So I got to give a shout out to Kyle Ford for sure. Um, and then let's talk about Jaden Myalva. This quarterback is trash, man. Like, he's ass. Let's keep it 100. He has so many poor throws, so many missed reads, so many throws where he was just throwing it right to the defense. I mean, the receivers weren't even in the vicinity of where he was throwing the football at. I don't know what's going on with him. I feel like he should be developed better than this. I don't know what Lincoln was working with him in the offseason with or for, but he's been terrible. We definitely are going to need a new quarterback going into next year. If that's if that's Hassan Longstreet or if that's us shopping in the portal, whatever the case may be. But Jaden Maalva, he was clutch in the fourth quarter. He had a big second half, I would say. Not a big second half, a big fourth quarter. But honestly, he's just not a USC level quarterback. I don't even think he's a Big Ten level quarterback. It's just too many mistakes. Now, granted, he did make some huge throws down the stretch. Let's not get it confused. He balled out down the stretch. Those balls were right where they needed to be. But if we're just going off of what a quarterback can do for you throughout the season and throughout tough games and having to face adversity, I don't think he's the guy. I appreciate him finishing the season for us, but he's not much better than Miller Moss. They're both not great quarterbacks, and I would love to see us get in the portal or whatever we got to do to have a different starting quarterback going into next year. Brian Jackson, he looked amazing. He looked like Lendell White Jr. I mean, he was out there running the ball. He was physical. He was hitting the hole. He took care of the ball. He had great vision. And when he seen the hole, he wasn't dancing. He didn't tippy toe. He hit that mug. That's what we need. That's what we need more of from our running backs. A lot of running backs in today's college game, they don't want to hit the hole. They want to bounce outside. But I've seen a lot from Brian Jackson tonight. I mean, last night he did his thing, man. He went crazy. He was a great runner. Vision was there. So I think he's going to be a big part of our offense going into next year, which he should be. Even if he's not the starter, he'll definitely be involved getting a lot of carries. He was great tonight, absolutely. And I would say the offensive line was also awesome. Them boys played their asses off, man. They were amazing. This is the best the offensive line has looked all year, and that's saying a lot because they're not even our starting offensive linemen. These are linemen that are younger guys that are on reserve. You know what I mean? That don't get much playing time, and for them to step up the way they did, and to come in there and block the way they did, man, I don't have the words. They were great. They were awesome. I feel like our younger offensive line got developed pretty well. I was on board with John Henson leaving because I felt like the guys we had in weren't performing as well. But these young guys definitely were developed, and they came in and they showed that. I think our offensive line will be good, in good shape next year, going into next year. So we have a lot to look forward to, absolutely. And Makai Lemon and Jacoby Lane, wow. Talk about great receivers. I mean, these guys should have been on the field every down this year for USC. I don't understand what Lincoln Riley's thought process is to rotate receivers, to not allow them to get in rhythms, to just throw out any rotation of receivers every series and just hope for the best. That's not the way football teams are run. Football teams, they put their best receivers out on the field every down unless they're injured or tired or something in something of that nature. I think Lincoln Riley really needs to shore that up. He needs to put the best players on the field. If he does that, we will have more wins. We would have a better flowing offense. We would look a lot better than we do. Makai Lemon, he's a monster when he gets the ball in his hands. After the catch, he does amazing things. He has great speed. He has great elusiveness. He can move left to right really fast. We got Jacoby Lane. He's a 6'5" red zone nightmare. I mean, this guy catches everything in his vicinity. And he's fast after the catch as well. And he has athleticism. This is not some guy we just need to use for jump balls or anything like that. He needs to be on the field at all times. These are great receivers. There's no reason why these guys didn't have more targets this year. There's absolutely no reason. Lincoln, get it together, man. Let's keep our best players on the field and let's keep fighting, man, like we did tonight. We fought all the way back. We came back from 21 points down to a good Texas A&M team. This team is not no bums. They don't suck, man. They're a good team. So for USC to come back and do what they did against this team, it speaks volumes, man. Deuce Robinson and Zachariah Branch, I really wanted them to stay, but man, see ya. We're gonna be good at receiver. If we feature Makai Lemon and Jacoby Lane, we are gonna be good. These young pups, I don't know why I'm saying pups, but these young dogs, they ready, man. They ready to take on whatever that needs to be taken on. They're ready to eat off the bone, man. They ready to go out there and put up big numbers. And we got to put them on the field and put them in position to do that. Lincoln Riley, as a head coach, you should understand that. I don't understand why you're putting all these other rotations into the game when you could put your best players on the field at all times. So let's start doing that moving forward. DeAnton Lynn, what a great defensive coordinator he's been. I've seen this defense turn around in major ways, man. They have been playing amazing. The defensive line looks a lot better. Our secondary looks better. We still need work. We still need some corners. We still need some interior defensive linemen. But for them to step up the way they did, they were put in so many bad situations throughout the game where Texas A&M could have really took over the game and really put us out of our misery. But our defense kept standing tall. They kept getting stops. And that's all you could ask for out of a defense because Jaden Maava was putting them in really bad spots, throwing the football away, doing all kind of crazy things in those first three quarters. So for the defense to step up the way they did was huge. DeAnton Lynn is amazing defensive coordinator. I hope he stays. I hope we could build around what we have so far because he doesn't have much to work with. And he's doing a lot of great things with this defense. So I got to give a shout out to him. But one thing I got to say is, Lincoln Riley, why don't you understand how the clock works? Why are you letting the clock run all the way down in the first half to kick a field goal just to miss it? When we could have used that time to maybe drive further down the field and put ourselves in better situations. I do not trust him at all when it comes to clock management. He's terrible. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And it's frustrating because anybody that watches football knows the clock is so important, man. You can't just let time tick off when you haven't done anything with the time yet. Man, that was the most frustrating part about this win. But I gotta say, USC, they did their thing, man. I don't know how we won this game. Missed field goals, quarterback play, all that, but they kept fighting, man. I couldn't be more proud of this team. I'm a USC Trojan for life. I've been a USC fan for a long time. So I'm extremely happy by how resilient we were, how we kept fighting, how we didn't stop trying to get the win. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, this game didn't mean anything. We weren't in the college football playoff or anything. But to beat a SEC team after they said the SEC is the best conference and the Big Ten can't compete, the Big 12 can't compete, and for us to come in there and beat a SEC team with most of their starters on the field, it speaks volumes, man. I think USC could be a dangerous team going into next year if they get the right pieces in, if we get a new quarterback, if we could get some interior defensive linemen, maybe a few corners, I think we're going to be good, man. I think this USC team will be good going into next year. I do not trust Lincoln Riley. I don't think he's a great head coach, but I do think he's a good offensive mind. So if we leave our best receivers on the field, which are Mekhi Lemon and Jacoby Lane, then we have a great chance of having a great offense again. And our defense, I feel like, is only going to get better. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Please make sure to like the video, comment, all that good stuff for the algorithm, man. We really appreciate it here over on this channel. It's your boy Trey Mace, man, on Famous Mason Sports. And we out, man. Go Trojans. Yes, sir.